sound great.
Oh, thank you. Am I like Frosty Flakes? They're great.
Just like we are tonight for Dragon's Brew D&D.
We're live!
I said we were going over. That was the best introduction we could have had.
Granted, but not... Oh, now we're live.
Anyway, hello friends, foes, and familiars. I am Dragons of Cats, and tonight we have Dragon's Brew D&D, a Belvin side story. Yes, I changed it from Belvin one shot because it's become a two shot, so now it's a side story. Anyway, let's do a round and welcome our players, and we'll call off one little piece from what we remember on last session, starting with Mr. Belvin Serpenthelm himself.
Berlin.
Yep.
Berlin Wall.
Well, essentially with that shield.
Well, Belvin sought out to find Black Razor's soul, lay it to rest forever. So he had to get together a group that could aid him in this. And yeah, they made their way to the Mayor of Dead Men. With the first one was Minerva, and then later on.
Thank you very much. And next up is Viridian Knight.
I was gonna say that kind of led to me.
Yeah,
it was meant to. You're meant to flow straight on for that, but it is okay.
Look,
he gave it to you on a silver platter, and you were like, "No, I don't want it."
No, I was just like, I thought, you know what? Anyway, Viridian Knight playing Minerva.
I'll never guess who Viridian Knight is. It's me. Hi, I'm V. I'm playing Minerva, who is a life cleric, who is also a member of the Order of the Gauntlet, which is how she knows Belvin. At first, she was quite skeptical because this guy had one of, the Order's most prized soldiers had killed another one of the Order's most prized soldiers. So that's never fun. But she trusted her temple to trust her, brought Belvin in, and started organizing some help to help him succeed in his mission, which has turned out very interesting. So yeah, and we met a couple of, well, not friends, we hired some people.
And those people, tell us how the mission's going so far. Iron.
Well, hello there. I'm Luke, playing Iron, the Warforged artificer, who upgrades his own body as part of his armorsmith. So he is just doing a job for money to...
So are you kind of like Ultron, I guess?
Yes.
If Ultron worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Ultron wasn't like just a murder bot.
Two murder bots.
I murder bot things, but only things I get paid for.
No nuke codes. No nuke codes.
So I'm just trying to make some money so I can track down some leads on where the Warforged come from, if there's any more around. That's his only goal, basically.
And next up, finally, is Probod. Who are you playing?
I'm playing Blight, the Earth Genasi.
That's the one.
Yes! I was stressing out about that. Who's a ranger, and I'm basically just a hired muscle, really, for this job. And my life goal was to pretty much kill a dragon who I don't know anything about, except for the fact that it killed my town.
And
Nailed it.
glorious, because
So
that's
sad.
that's where we're going tonight. As the party has entered into the Mayor of Dead Men, following through this hidden trail that's been propped up and protected from the vast amount of undead through this bog. Along this trail of this trail created by the lizard folk that dwell within the bog, using tribal symbols and little creations to ward the path. They reached the castle Nearter, a location Belvin previously fought the Cult of the Dragon in very early episodes. I think it was like episode 24.
It was quite early.
It was quite early. In which they found the surroundings of the castle were masses of undead lizard folk, as if they'd been clawed at, bitten, but the plague of undead had also reached these lizard folk tribes. After battling through it all, they went into the castle to reach the Farseer of Ilaska, a magical telescope that can peer through the defenses and lead them directly to the path of Baragamatha, which is also the location of Black Razor's resting body. In their quest to get to the top of the tower, in the courtyard waiting for them was a familiar face from the Battle of Sekomba. Near Blade Lord, a Death Knight who had sworn vengeance against Belvin and his friends for the fate they had bestowed upon him and leaving him in the depths of this undead-filled bog of doom and, stinkiness.
Gloom?
Doom and gloom, perfect. Doom and stanky, not so much. Doom and gloom, yeah. We pick up with our party as they have reached the top of the top of the central tower of the keep, and in doing so, they have. Why is that going so fast?
No, we gotta slow down.
No, gotta go
No.
fast.
I kicked the wall. My foot slipped.
Your foot does slip. You fall onto the ground. Take 2 points of sonic damage.
Bludgeoning damage to my toe.
You now need a piece of metal to replace your toe.
All the sonic damage.
You take the sonic damage.
Went too fast.
Becoming a cyborg.
Gotta
Are we talking
go
about Holmesy in
slower.
real life, or are we talking about Iron?
Talking
Why
about
not
iron.
both?
Ah,
Where's my cyborg buddy? Come on, Elon Musk.
So, our party. God, it's like an echo at the moment.
have you got your mic on in Roll20?
That's actually a very good question.
It's down the bottom settings.
Yeah, no, it's not on. It's just very interesting. Okay.
I can't hear an echo.
Can't
Yeah,
hear
you
it.
sound fine on our end.
Okay.
Does it play a mic through Twitch? Is that a thing?
I don't
Or like
know.
a
Oh, yeah. Mute Twitch, maybe.
No, Twitch is already muted. Hold on, is it? Oh wait, nope. It's coming up through don't worry. Found it.
All good.
Where is it coming up through then?
It was coming up through my Google Chrome that I hadn't closed down yet.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
my
But now it's closed.
Yeah.
So, following that, our party have spent the last 4 hours trying to figure out the Farseer of Ilaska, just trying to figure out its focusing capabilities. Eventually, they do end up zooming in on the ruins in the heart of the bog, in which there is a destroyed ziggurats, and lying in the mirror deep in the mirror-like black water is the form of a gargantuan black dragon. But behind that black dragon, there are two large onyx black doors, and the surface of these doors are akin to that of scales. Belvin, you realize after seeing these gates that have haunted you ever since dipping the Dreadwall into the Dark Lake waters after fighting Night Scale, have haunted you ever since.
Regret City.
As it is 10 o'clock at night, pretty much, you can barricade yourselves. Tell me what you want to do from here. The night is... You can hear the sound of shambling creatures and the bog as the stink continues to prevail ever so. There is a slight breeze currently as it blows around the tower, wafting the stank into the building.
Definitely hunker down for the night.
Yeah, is this an area that we can pretty much secure easy enough to?
Yes, the center
Sleep
tower. Yeah, the center tower as well is very. It still has a central spiral staircase that leads up to all the rooms, basically.
Yep.
There are 3 levels. Though everything is moldy and completely dilapidated and stinky over the course of being abandoned for 2 years.
Yeah.
These rooms still hold that of what the cult left behind, pretty much.
Yeah.
So there are some there are some rations that have staved off the.
I'm sure we have our own rations.
I agree.
Yeah. I think it'd be
I
best
don't
if
need to
we.
eat.
Yeah. But, well, you need to maintenance maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I think it'd be best if we
Like organics.
bunker down here for the night and leave sun up tomorrow.
Hmm.
If everyone's happy with that,
Mhm.
I'll keep first watch. Can't be too safe in this area, so
If there's only like one entrance, I can watch the entire night, basically in a state of like semi-alertness.
Yeah, it's basically just one staircase leading up, but there are windows as well.
What are you like? Fucking, you could just sit there on sensor mode or something.
Pretty much.
Literally, sentry
Yeah, I
mode.
can literally just be like
Divide like Norton.
entering low power mode.
You become Jarvis at the beginning of Age of Ultron.
Just wait till the end when I get the Mind Stone.
Exactly.
I mean, what?
Exactly. Anyway, so Kush looks over towards you, Belvin, as you're cleaning your gear up, and he basically begins to doff his armor, just takes it off, wipes the sweat off him, just takes a drink, and offers you wine. Looks at the decayed arm that's kind of hanging out of your backpack, and say, "Are you gonna do something with that?"
I believe this body needs to be laid to rest proper. Otherwise, the thing that we saw downstairs will just keep coming back. So, I think Minerva might know a great or a possible option we can take this body to lay rest. But if I leave it here to come back to later, odds are I'm gonna forget all about it. I'm not gonna lie.
You are
So-
in the middle of a war at the moment.
It's if I don't keep it with me, if I don't keep him with me, I feel like I'm not gonna come back to this place.
Hmm.
So
Is it not possible to purify his remains before we continue?
Not in this area.
I can try, but the body should be laid to rest. I believe the Feywilds would be the best place for this body, but unfortunately, in order to do that, we must keep the body. I will be able to do some purifying rituals, but this is not something that I specialize in.
And especially not in this place, because it's this place in particular that's kind of tainted.
Very much.
So
It gives me officially the heebie-jeebies.
well, I can definitely say I don't want to be seeing
Officially.
this guy's face anymore. So
Yes, that is our official word for it at our temple. The heebie-jeebies.
I don't understand.
it's okay. You don't have to understand.
That's when everything
I
gets, the hair on the back of your neck. You don't have hair on the back of your neck.
the
No, it
Hebus
doesn't.
of Jeebus.
Imagine if something was so cold it made you start rattling. I don't know.
Temperature would be quite low then.
Yes.
But without it actually being a low temperature,
yes.
That wouldn't happen.
it's something felt
This is illogical.
through the skin. It's obviously an organic thing,
I see.
unfortunately.
A weakness of organics.
That is a good point. It is
Well,
very much a weakness. I would
Technically, I can't argue with that. So
say. That is fair.
I mean, how does a white dragon know when it's cold?
So organics
Do they
get cold
ever get
even when the
cold?
temperature is not low.
I didn't think they could be.
I
cold.
believe they were resistant to cold.
But I mean, I guess they're not immune to their own cold.
White dragons?
No, but the frost, they would notice the frost on their body. So I guess it would be more something they notice than they feel.
I mean, when I rode my northern wyvern down to Riverguard, I'll tell you what, that wyvern was not enjoying the heat.
Well, yes, they would know when it's hot. They're designed to be in...
Arctic
The opposite
conditions, of
temperature.
course.
That's quite cruel.
Well, I had to deliver a certain message to this one, and he gestures to Belvin.
Did you really make that man do that?
I did no such thing.
His sister.
It was
did.
my sister. But at the same time, I mean, there are other ways to send a message, isn't there?
Not one as important as we'll trying to get to you.
That is
And
true.
Especially as inconspicuous as we need it to be. All things considered with your situation.
I don't think a white... Does a white man count as...
Yeah. Did
A white
Well-
wyvern through a desert.
Glazehail has been through a desert before, and Glazehail, she did not enjoy it. It's a white dragon I know of. Despise the sand.
what happened to Glazehail actually?
She fled north during the calamity, you know? When that was on and she realized what had happened to... When that was happening, she realized her connection with Talus disappeared. She fled into the spine of the world. She broke off from the attacks and she left.
Okay.
So now she
What-
roams the vast...
Can I ask a small question?
Of course.
No, add a character.
Ah, yes.
Would Minerva be aware of who Talus is? Would she know of Talus possibly from
Yes, you
what,
would.
from when she battled, like when she was part of the army and stuff, or is it more like
So you would know of Talus from when word got to you about the Order of the Gauntlet's commanders. his niece went missing in a bandit raid. She was supposed to arrive in El Torel,
Mm-hmm.
but she never arrived. And upon an inspection, the caravan was decimated by bandits. Nearly nothing was left,
Yeah.
and only very few remains were left, either completely burnt and destroyed or melted away with acid.
So I wouldn't know. I would know of Talus, but would believe that Talus was dead.
Yes.
Okay, that's very. You speak of Talus like she's alive. Talus died years ago. I remember the convoy in which she died. No one was left.
Well, so she's actually not dead.
Okay, that part's not surprising.
She's
Yeah,
actually not
but
herself anymore.
Yes.
Okay,
But
that
before
is also
that-
not surprising, but give me the surprising part.
Before that, she was taken by the cult
Okay.
during that raid instead of killed, and she endured many years of torture, is what from memory, and ended up joining the ranks of the cult, and then became the white leader of that cult sect. Yep.
Continue.
No, just like, and it was at that point in time is when I found out about Talus myself, purely by chance, really, and it was from this same spot, actually, from the teleportation circle downstairs that we destroyed, led me to her residence.
Are you aware? Do you know if the other members in that caravan that was supposedly killed were they then brought to the cult? Or are you just only aware of Talus? It's fine if you are.
I'm
I'm
only
just
aware
curious.
of Talus, unfortunately. I
It wouldn't-
I don't recall getting the information on the others. I'm sorry.
Well, your uncle's niece being Talus would be definitely a prize. The cult of gentlemen, that makes a lot of sense.
Hmm.
And was it the cult that turned you into what you were?
No.
Because I've been trying to avoid those questions, but
That's okay. So what came to be is, I came upon the Black Razor Shield chasing down the
Mhm.
cult. One of their ranks had
Okay.
it on them. I didn't really think too hard on the consequences of having an item like this. Really, I was just so caught up in the thought of avenging my town that was decimated by them, and
of course.
kind of got the roll on from there. And only about maybe a year ago,
Mm-hmm.
the attack of the Void Dragon.
Yes, I remember stories of an unworldly dragon attacking Riverguard.
Yes, and
I
during
believe
that moment,
there's still people at Waterdeep trying to figure out what it was.
yes, and during that encounter, I sadly fell, and my good friend Ikram brought me back, but instead of just reviving me, reincarnated me into the Black Dragonborn, and I believe that was from the influence of Black Razor himself, because I held on to him.
So, influences beyond someone's soul can affect reincarnation. Okay. Sorry, as you know, when
It's okay.
you're a life cleric and everything, this type of reincarnation is extremely interesting.
Yes,
I guess-
well,
I mean, I guess that all makes sense.
yeah, well, I mean, as happy as I was to be alive,
You weren't you.
it just, yeah. But this is the reason for my journey, our journey at this point, is to make amends for that time.
That
And
is
for how
true.
it
I
ended.
remember, even though you might not remember, I remember seeing you on the battlefield. I was sent to Succumber only for a little bit, but I remember seeing you, and it was not you. At least not your uncle's nephew.
No.
Nothing of that bloodline would act like that. But I am glad to be of help. And we'll
Yeah.
figure out a way, and then we'll get you back home, back to your brothers. And it'll be like nothing has ever changed, except I believe a lot has changed.
The goal is to have the feeling of change, but for the better this time when I go back. Well, it's gonna be a big day tomorrow. Better get some rest.
I will take, if it is okay, I will take last watch, as I will prepare heroes a feast for us to have tomorrow,
Okay.
so that we can all be well invigorated.
Well,
As much as I think foraging around this place will lead us somewhere and lead us to a great abundance of food, I will prepare that. If that is okay with you, Iron, Blythe,
well,
I can perform security for the night. Everyone else can rest.
well. I mean, I know you don't really need the length of resters. I know I do. Both of you, so more than happy to leave you in that. Iron, I'm actually curious. If a feast is made for you like that, can you use the benefits of the meal on yourself?
I am able to eat.
Okay.
Can you taste? Or is it more like a fuel source? Like coal going into a fire? Like a train?
I can analyze the food.
Okay.
That was just a curious question, definitely.
Inspiration. Inspiration. For you both. That was great.
To who?
To Iron and to Minerva.
Oh,
That
yay.
was great.
Is he like solid metal, or is he half?
No, he's metal.
Well,
It's just
is
like a
metal kind of a... Are
He's
they
not-
metal just imbued with a soul type of thing?
Ah, right.
Like a construct.
Like
Yeah.
construct, but then he has like armor plating over the top as well.
But like he's not an android. He's not like metal and
No,
flesh.
it's like
like
a,
Full Metal Alchemist kind of thing.
No.
it's
like-
a magical construct.
Like the brother.
Yeah,
Do
the
they
brother.
have
Like a
Do
suit
they
of
have
like
a
an
soul?
animated suit of armor almost, yeah.
Yeah, basically.
You
But
should
do
do the
they
kid's
have
voice.
a soul?
But
I'm gonna say yes.
I'm gonna say yes, they do. Yeah.
So it's
I
like
think
an...
that's-
It's kind of like when a ghost sort of takes
I'd like
over
to-
something.
I
He has
actually-
like a core and like
I do actually think Ultron's probably a good example.
That's
of,
what
like-
I was...
Like, because like the way he thinks and stuff, and
He has a
kinda almost.
conscious. So you have
Yeah.
a conscious, not necessarily a soul, but you
Yeah,
have a
but I mean, in the fantasy world of like D&D, that could be
that
a
is
soul.
a soul.
that could be a soul.
It's like an artificial soul.
But like, you know how the way he looked and stuff, like he was fully
Articulate.
yeah, but like
The
still
first
just fully
version
metal.
is The best.
Mm.
let's say.
Alright.
So underneath that helmet is just another helmet.
Exactly.
That's like a solid head.
All right. So, as
Are you actually wearing armor, or are you the armor?
The armor's on top of the body, the regular.
Okay.
Is it
It's like-
molded?
The like skeleton, the android skeleton.
exoskeleton?
No, an exoskeleton would be
Because
the outside.
Yeah, he has the armor over his like
What's
his
the
his
war form.
his base metal form.
Yeah.
He puts
Yes.
plate, drills it
the
in.
opposite of exoskeleton? I guess it's
Fucking
just
just
skeleton.
welding myself together. It's like
So you carry
Doesn't
your
the
own little
Iron
pocket
Giant
welder.
do that in the movie?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna be brutally honest. That's all I've been seeing. It's just a smaller iron giant. I couldn't figure out for the life of me. I'm like, why am I seeing this thing? And it's the iron giant. I am sorry, everybody, but I've been drinking.
it's just the iron regular.
Yeah, just the iron.
He's not giant.
giant.
No, it's the iron
Iron
standard.
medium.
Yeah, the iron standard size.
Anyway, as you try to get as much warmth in this tower as possible, there are some beds. There are 3 beds, and you're able to get some sleep. Kush rolls out his bedroll, and as the morning comes, Minerva, you arise and you prepare your hero's feast.
Yes.
You pull out your gem-encrusted bowl that you keep with you on your adventuring trips to prepare on occasions just like this. And as the spell is complete and you release your life energy into it, what happens to the bowl as it begins to shape and form food that then spreads out? What do you put on the palate?
She's probably used to making this more for her wife before she goes into battle, so it's more of a very dwarven style feast. So there's probably like a full suckling pig or something like that. Like a lot of potatoes, a lot of rustic veggies.
Belvin's down for that.
Definitely not something you would expect from someone of elven descent. But it's this very rustic. I don't know if it does make drink, but if it does make drink, it definitely make like
It
a
makes
full...
a delicious dwarven stout.
Yeah. So it is like this full, very hearty, very rustic meal.
Nice.
And as 7 o'clock comes around, and you all finish up your goblets, you munch on that last bit of pork leg, biting down on that crackle. It is perfection. Everyone, roll 2d10.
Love crackle.
Damn it.
I'm having a pork knuckle on like Friday night, so I'm so excited.
Oh,
This
that's
is
so.
it's basically. I think the inspiration for dwarven food would definitely be like German.
Oh,
so
yes.
Brad has met the
pretzels.
pure average.
Oh yeah, 2d10 also for Kush, and also Mon.
2d10, Bradley.
Oh,
yeah,
we
you
went
did.
9,
I-
10,
could I-
11, didn't we?
What am I?
What?
So just 2d10.
Oh, you did roll 2d10.
Cool.
Yeah, I thought I rolled. I put 2 d10, but I only put 1. So
Ooh.
So many nat ones.
Oof.
Owie.
Well, sounds like that's a theme for tonight.
You could have rolled better.
You could have also rolled worse.
So busy and exhausted making this feast.
Yeah, does this affect how good the pork knuckle crackle was?
No.
Oh, good.
Soggy bit of
Thank
crackle.
God.
It didn't have any crackling. It was just like
Alright.
yeah, anybody who
I'm not
got
feeling the effects at
It's
all.
just some dead leaves.
it's the reason is because anyone who got 10 and over ate all the crackling before anyone below 10 could get it.
Oh, I see how it is.
By the time Minerva had finished making everything, everyone had ate everything.
The worst part is, like, Iron would have eaten it, and he would
Yep.
not have understood it. It's like,
my processes indicate that this tastes good.
This would be delicious to somebody who could taste. He just walks over to Blight.
Just sitting there like death staring at everyone, just not saying anything.
Just been like munching it. Just
Alright.
Yeah.
These two will be the first to die.
Alright, let's head out. Do me morning stretches.
Did Blight look through the telescope?
Oh,
Blight's gonna have to guide us, right?
Yeah, Blight.
Because we have to go through the swamp to get there.
Yeah. Blight, when you
yeah.
when you did look through the telescope, you could see that there is definitely the silhouette, the resemblance of the dark, howling dragon, the skull-like features as the scales become tight around its molded face. The horns that curl up and around, and the flamboyant, overly excessive, oversized to fit it jewelry that it possesses in the form of a necklace and 2 rings. This is definitely Viragometha.
how far away?
Roughly 6 miles.
Sweet.
Well, so not
Well,
that
6
far.
miles. How far is that for? Like,
We're
is
in
that like?
swamp though.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like,
Deep.
Deep swamp for you, not too long for your friends. Probably about 2 hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah,
a couple
cool.
hours.
yeah, I don't have any ability that helps you guys. It's just all.
Do we have
I
any
travel
options?
solo, so normal.
That's alright. It's
way.
alright. We understand. Bitch.
I can. I have the ability to fly for a few hours.
It's alright. Think if we get there,
So overpowered.
I think we get there. Belvin's gonna go over to Minerva, touch her on the shoulder, and just be like, "Today again, we're gonna be counting on you." And he'll cast Death Ward on her again.
All right.
Second.
All good?
I'm just checking something. I thought I had Death Ward too.
You definitely should.
You have the choice to have Death Ward. I'm gonna say.
It'll be on your spell list.
Yeah, but I can't. It's not.
Okay, I'll drop it in real quick.
Yeah, because I swear I saw it last session. Oh, there it is. Sorry.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Fourth level.
Yeah, Minerva will, on the opposite shoulder to what Belvin's touching, will put. And you are more important to get through this battle. You know, I believe the whole war depends on you and whether you get home safely. Okay? Plus,
Thank you.
my ears are telling me so much about Sandstorm at the moment. You need to get home.
That's really
Okay?
Okay. Thank you. But I don't plan on anyone falling today.
I've already lived 250 years. I've lived longer than you ever will. It's fine.
Twice over, even.
So, as the
But I'll
party...
bet you I will not fall in this battle. And she'll take a swig at what you've smelt is obviously liquor in what should be a water flask. And she'll just keep walking.
All right.
As the party gets to trekking through the harsh conditions of the swamp, you make your way following Blight's path. Well, Rob's just gone. So
Blythe has just run straight ahead of us.
Blight's just out, so standard.
He's used to going solo.
Easy as it goes, so he takes it.
What
So
have we paid her for?
exactly. It gives me a good little moment to just change the music real quick. Where did it? Welcome back. As we dive on in.
Right.
So, Blight, as you lead the party to the dragon's lair, I need you to make either a survival check or a stealth check. Stealth if you want to be stealthy and hide your presence, or survival if you want to get the upper hand on the dragon.
Okay, what do you mean by what do you mean in regards to upper hand? Like find a better vantage point or something, or?
Yeah, to basically understand where would be the best place to attack and to get around the lair.
What does everyone else think? I mean, it's much of a muchness, really.
Yeah.
Well, whatever you decide, I will assist you because I also look through the telescope.
There you go, you have an advantage. You have whatever choice at advantage. So
You do have a better roll with stealth, so maybe I'll go with that. 22.
22. Time to
Good
change.
thing I had that advantage.
Nice.
Time to change the page. Wow, did that just decide to change music all by itself? D2. That's annoying.
Cheat. How big are these squares? They're 5-foot squares. Yeah.
It's a big map.
It's a big map.
Best way to make Hansi
So-
happy.
Down the bottom, y'all are approaching. Okay.
Okay.
Then I'll just bop you all down there. So,
I'm gonna say this is really helpful, but I realized I was on Twitch, so
So, the bog itself of these ruins are surrounded by incredibly dense foliage. Besides from this main path coming in and the bog water that flows seemingly endlessly out of this ruin area. All the water basically pools and comes from around the ziggurat on the upper side as it all flows out and around from it. You can see that there is a ruined bridge with its foundations sticking up. Columns have been knocked over. In a sense, it's like Roman style aesthetics buildings. You can see that there is a couple of large domed ceilinged buildings, especially one up on the upper right hand side. There's also a column that's collapsed across the water that's pulling water up the back. You can also see that there is a church-like building that's basically all caved in from the top as well, as if something's barged its way through it. You can also see that there are claw marks everywhere. So, what you do notice, if we can all make, if Blight can make me a perception check.
No worries. So I reckon how far away would I reckon the dragon would be roughly? 19.
So, just give me 1 second. 'Cause I need to make a roll.
Well, we're in the middle of the dragon's lair now, basically, so it could be anywhere here. So be on high alert.
Because I'm just thinking, I'll use because I can use pass without trace while we're in here,
Don't
just
you
to
have
get
like
us
a?
closer.
Didn't
And
you
I
have?
also have a hunter's sense thing.
I was gonna say, did you have a detect thing for?
Yeah, where I can find out exactly where they are.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
The only thing is, I don't know if they both use concentration.
Ooh, what's the detect?
Pass without trace definitely does.
If the detecting's a ranger ability, it probably doesn't. Unless it says otherwise.
I think it uses a spell slot.
I have to read it now.
It's called Primeval Awareness. You can use your action to spend one ranged spell slot to focus your awareness on the region around you. For 1 minute per level of the spell slot you expend, you can sense whether the following types of creature. It doesn't say it's a concentration.
I suppose it doesn't.
It's not
Doesn't say
concentration.
concentration.
Okay,
can
so I'm
do
going to
that.
use
It says-
pass without trace while we're in here, Carl. And then I'm also going to use my primeval
Primeval awareness.
awareness.
Alright.
I'm really good at English, I swear.
So, as you begin to enter the area, you stop, take a second, and place your hand down on onto the ground to feel the vibrations through the soil. You can hear the flow of the rushing bog and all the silt and muck that's flowing through it as well. You can also You can also feel the dragon's presence right by the ziggurat in the upper echelons of the lake. As I have now revealed it on the token layer, as it is laying currently under the water. Out of direct, truly at this point, just a little out of direct line of sight, but you do know that it is that far away from you.
I'm just going to say it's that way and just point.
Is it aware of our presence?
It's a good 200 feet away from you.
I wouldn't be able to tell, would I?
You are unaware.
Whereabouts would be the doors that we saw?
So, the doors that you saw, let me just read you this. As you come into this swamp that is littered in death, its toxic bog bubbles as fumes escape from the surface. The ruined civilization is covered in grime, and you can see wisps of yellow light that floats on the breeze above, and it kind of looks like the the reflection of light on the surface of water. You can also see destroyed lizard folk bodies. Huge claw marks have been torn from these creatures as if they've been ripped in two or they've been decapitated. At the end of the ruins, the largest structure is the ziggurat. Its peak is exposed to the sky and the elements, as vines and overgrowth has moved up it and also flows in it. You can also see that there is a slime that also kind of is all entwined around the area of the ziggurat as well, making climbing easy yet also difficult or dangerous at the same time. However, as the deep bog that surrounds it, while its bridge lies crumbled and broken, beyond that are the two large onyx doors, in which its surface is akin to that of scales. These two doors are in a edifice that is at the base of the ziggurat, as its stairs lead up and around the doors as if leading to the top of the ziggurat, to where a shrine lays ahead on top of it, in its broken, destroyed center.
Okay.
Belvin, you freeze as you stare from afar is you can just make them out from the distance as the fog is beginning to clear while you're making your way through it. As you see the gate that's been haunting you ever since.
Belvin will point out those doors and be like, that is where I need to go. So we need to be careful here.
So do we want to get to the doors or do we want to kill the dragon?
Well, I mean, if the dragon will let me go to the doors without attacking us, then that'd be preferable, but chances are we're going to have to face the dragon here.
Where are the doors on the map? I'm trying to sort of figure it out. Is it this thing here? Oh.
Yeah, so the doors...
Yeah, cool. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, doors are here.
Yes.
Swoot.
I estimate a 99.9% probability that we will have to fight the dragon.
Fight the dragon.
Here, let me get a little token for you. Just because. Door. And I'll drop it on in for you.
A door.
Oh. Hold the door.
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 Oh my
It's
god.
open.
It's like a line to me.
Is that a HD texture?
Oh my god.
All right.
Door's like 10 foot wide.
It's a big door.
It's a big double door. Anyway.
All right. Let's make
Would
our
you
way through.
say this terrain is all swamp?
Yes, it is all swamp.
Okay, so I'm just because I can naturally move through like swamp areas really well, I guess I'd sort of show them where to step and where kind of the best way to move silently and all that sort of schmozzle.
I'm just gonna activate my winged boots and start to fly over everything.
Oh, all right.
You flap on over. So,
Flapping with your boots.
pretty much the easiest way would be to stick to either the graveled path or what's left of it.
Yep.
Or to stick to around the edges of the bog water and try to tread water
kind
for a
of-
bit.
That's kind of what I was picturing.
Yeah, avoid going into the water as much as possible.
Yeah, just because that bit there looks shallow.
Agreed.
Oh,
All
yeah,
right.
just go like that.
If everyone could make me a stealth check.
I think they
Wait,
get an
plus that
advantage
is-
now, don't they?
It's
Nah,
plus
it's
10.
plus 10.
Oh, plus 10.
Plus
I get disadvantage from my armor.
Same.
still at plus.
Oh, of course you fucking do.
20.
21.
Wait, how come? Oh, you get disadvantage. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Was it
Alright.
stealth? Sorry.
Yes, make us a stealth check. So,
Alright.
Minerva,
26.
we are currently stealthing on up to try to get as close as we can to the Black Razor Gate. So if we could make a stealth check and add 10 to it. So just roll for stealth.
I'd say as we're heading up, we should
Yes, you-
probably try. We should try and deal
Tried to hit me at once.
significant amount of damage from range before it has a chance to react,
Okay, so
if possible.
sorry, stealth
What
plus 10.
kind of damage can you do at range?
I can cast lightning bolt.
Right. That'd work.
Yeah.
I do not have
100
much.
foot range.
Don't have much options in ranged myself, but I have some things up my sleeve. If we get into a position that we will find it beneficial to maybe surprise the dragon, then by all means, we just need to get to a position that we all can be advantageous from. So I do believe we need to get a little closer.
Belvin's fought dragons before.
Yes.
So what he would have told us about like its senses or whatever he knew, right?
Yeah.
If we have to fight it, we'd
Yeah.
want to know.
Definitely on the travels.
Yeah.
Okay.
He would have asked who's fought a dragon before. What's your experiences?
So we know it has
He'll-
like blind
he'll
sight
tell-
and stuff like that.
Yeah, he'll tell them all the stuff. You know,
Yeah.
they have great resistances. Like they can just shrug stuff off without even trying. You know, they got blind sight, breath weapons.
Hmm.
You know, just
They're fast.
they're fast. They're
They're
very
big.
But just for reference, you can't
Yeah,
currently
60 feet.
you can't
Oh.
currently see it as well. It's under the water.
Yeah.
You know where it is?
Oh, okay.
It's underwater. The
Yeah,
water
cool.
is black
I'm just-
and murky.
I was just throwing that out there just so I could be like, I can do this if we're like 60 feet away from it.
Right. So move your character tokens up. You are stealthed.
How far can we move up?
This is me saying where do you want to be?
Okay.
You know what
I
a
mean-
dragon's position is?
yeah.
I would think it's best to spread out so we don't get hit by its breath attack.
You can currently tell that yes, once you begin to reach around this area out here, that it is definitely underwater and asleep. It is currently resting.
I would like to get. I was gonna say I would like to get roughly around 60 feet.
You can
From
get
him.
60 feet.
Yeah, I'd like to get 60 feet as well.
I'd like to be around. Yeah, this area right here, like around here or something maybe.
Yep, go for it.
Hey. That's where I wanted to be with us.
My bit.
I don't want to be in the water.
I'll go like there,
I'll
I
go
guess.
this side then.
No, well, either way, we can be like close-ish.
Yeah.
Because we just
Like-
don't want to get all by itself,
Um,
basically.
We've fought black dragons before, not an ancient one with a
Yeah.
breath weapon at this point, but we have fought them.
A young black
What's
dragon.
the memory? What's the memory of the directory of their breath weapon? It's a line, isn't it?
Yeah, you know it to be a line.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't have the spread
of
like
fire
other dragons, but so we can be spread, but try not to be too far. I can benefit you all if I'm close by. But if need be, we can spread out.
So me being within 60 feet of it, would I be able to put any more info towards it, or is Brad kind of covered everything?
Pretty much covered it. You do know, you know that the. Well, let's wait till you see the creature, and I'll tell you more.
Oh, sorry. When you said it was underwater, I kind of pictured it being like a hippo, where like just its eyes were just chilling above
No,
water.
it's completely submerged,
Ah, gotcha.
but you know where it is. So,
How should we initiate on this creature?
If you cast Thunderbolt and it's in the water, wouldn't that hurt?
It
Doesn't
also
work like that in
might
that.
disperse the impact.
Mm.
It's not pure water. It's quite
I
muddy.
think we're gonna have to lure it out of this water. And what size walls are these?
they're just one-story buildings.
Okay, but they're like upright, so their walls are
Yes.
like what?
Let's say 10 feet
10,
up.
15.
10, 10 feet?
If they got a
Yeah.
roof, it's probably like 15. I don't know if they do have a roof or not.
They all have roofs.
Okay, okay, cool. Rightio. Well, I don't know. Do we have any suggestions of the best way to get this? Vragamantha is the dragon's name, as well. Just so you're all aware. I think I have a proposition. I'm gonna go out over here, over there, and I'm gonna call out Vragamantha. I'm actually gonna try to talk to him about why I'm here. And if things look like they're going south, you guys can pop around from
Run.
the building. But at least I will have his attention. As long as yous all promise me that yous will be ready when the time comes.
How big is it roughly?
Big.
Like a wingspan of like 60 foot.
80 at least.
It's 80 feet,
foot.
yeah.
Okay.
I think,
It's large.
ancient-
But it's a
ancient
big
dragons.
target.
Is there any objections to that?
Let's do it.
I think
And then we'll just get out her flame sword.
Blight's frothing.
I think the plan is quite foolish, but you are my employer.
Yes, but I
We
mean,
have 2.3% chance of survival.
Right. So,
it's alright.
Ian, I will pay you extra if you make this out of here alive.
Well, the pay would not serve any purpose if I die.
Exactly.
so don't die. As Kush unsheaths his greatsword.
Alrighty, everybody. Wait till. Hopefully, it doesn't go that way, but more than likely it will. Belvin's gonna go out to the ledge here, or this.
We can all
that
spread
area.
out a little bit from here. We shouldn't all
And
be
then-
like here.
And then
Spread
I'm
out.
gonna let you guys organize yourselves
Do you
to
know
feel
how-
hidden.
Far its range is, by any chance?
100 feet.
On its senses.
Oh,
Have you encountered an ancient dragon before?
yes, but I don't know what the exact range of it is.
Well,
Unfortunately, the dragon experts.
That's okay because Blight
not with
will
me.
be able to tell you. Blight's able to tell you that a dragon like this size would have a blind sight out to 60 feet.
Okay. So as long as we're behind cover,
Yeah.
we're hidden, right?
They're still
Pretty
hidden.
much.
Yeah. It just means you
It's
can't
like a
You
sonar,
just,
basically.
you just have to get out to. You just have to
as
get
long,
there
as
first.
long, yeah.
So,
it's more mainly like you can see invisible things
Yeah,
blindside. So.
yeah. But like, if there's still like solid objects between it and the target, it can't see you behind the object, right?
Doesn't have X-ray vision too.
Yeah, basically. it's like sonar.
Yeah.
Or like a radar.
Pretty much. Yeah. Alrighty. Belvin's gonna go over here. Hey,
Hey, what you do?
stop moving me. Who's moving me back?
That's not me. Wait, aren't you
I
moving?
ain't touching.
Aren't you moving Rob's character?
I was doing good. Hold on.
Every time I move my character, he slides back into where he was.
No, I'm like the
there we go.
tiniest character.
There you go. Didn't have the right permissions on. All right. Anyway,
Okay. Alrighty. Everybody get into their positions.
pick your spots.
Oh,
Wherever you feel hidden. Kush, you better be behind something, otherwise you fuck this up. I don't
This
see you
guy
behind.
right here.
Yeah.
This guy out in the open right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he's behind a column.
Okay.
Can I want to fly up on top of the roof. Like
You can-
if there's like a slanted roof.
Yeah, it's a domed roof. It's got like that ledge around it and then dome.
Okay, cool.
Ooh. You better be on the low part then, if it's domed.
Yeah. So obviously I can't see over it.
Yeah.
I'm just listening.
But you all have pass without trace, so don't worry about making a stealth check.
Cool.
So
Alrighty.
go.
Belvin's gonna walk out here and just yell out, Vragomantha!
From the mirror-like shine of the black bog, bubbles begin to come up as slowly raising these dark emerald green eyes come out of the bog as the horns drip with this viscous water as it raises its head and its wings shoot up. The dragon rears its head up like a snake ready to attack, as then the rest of its chest rears up as well to a very impressive height as it's kind of standing on the hind legs in this large body of water. You see its upper torso is a little exposed, so you can see like the thighs of the legs as its matte black scales just shine in this light, and the dragon is just towering a full 80, 90 feet over Belvin.
Jesus.
Just huge.
Nice.
And looking down on it and just then exhales through the nostrils and just acid and muck just spray out onto the ground. You again.
It's been some time.
To think I was going to hunt for you myself, if you ever came back near. But here you are, Serpent Helm.
Well, funny enough, I actually have something I need to do around here. So, and here I thought I was just gonna catch up with an old friend.
You reek of death and disgrace.
Huh. I thought I smelt something. But I'm here to wash that off myself. I'm actually here not for you or your lair. I'm actually here for those. And that. He's going to point over at the doors in the ziggurat.
The dragon actually turns its head. You see that the snake, like ready to attack pose, softens a bit, and the head just dips down lower. It goes out from the attack to more of like the body language changes to more cautious, and then rears back up as if to be a cobra again. You see its neck kind of flares from the side. And what do you want with those?
Well, I think a distant relative of yours kind of was haunting me for a little bit.
Growls and snarls at you.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. I've come here to lay this descendant to rest because they took someone that they had no right to, not with my help.
Do you think I'll let you pass after the fool you played me for?
Well, honestly, did not expect that to work. I'm gonna just lay it out there.
The
But-
dragon moves forward. As it stomps through the water, it raises up high a little bit. It's fairly much in striking range.
Can I cast haste on myself?
You can cast haste on yourself. If anybody else wants to prepare and cast some spells, you definitely can. You are currently hidden.
If I use if I want to use a concentration as a to prepare, and because we've got pass without trace, is it only if we move that causes an issue? Like, would we still remain undetected if I get rid of pass without trace now?
I'm going to say you are hidden for his attention's directly on, unless you go within the 60 feet, his attention's directly on Belvin due to his perception roll of 14.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
I'm going to prep lightning arrow.
Alright. One?
We have so many spells. You know that one thing you said to do? Look over your spells. Prep. Didn't do it.
Yeah, that's alright.
Sorry, can I also prep Hunter's Mark as well?
Yes.
Ooh,
They're both concentration, aren't they?
they are both.
Ah, fuck me.
And Hunter's Mark is something that attaches to a creature.
I can deal one extra d6 damage to it. See how
Yeah,
much damage
it's just
the lightning
more
arrow
like
does.
if you're trying to be stealthy, I don't think Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, you do.
Hunter's Mark's a bonus action anyway.
It is, but I'm just like picturing because Hunter's Mark is like something that goes on the target. I feel like.
You also learn, Blight, that from your hunter's sense, one vulnerability that it does have, picking up in its mannerisms, that it is actually frightened and completely terrified of those doors and whatever is related to those doors.
Oh, interesting.
Everyone good with their.
And the
preps?
only thing we know about these doors,
is that that's where Belvin needs to go.
yeah, we
That's
don't
it.
know anything.
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, but if they're listening, I'm just here planning on doing a ritual to rid this thing from existence. And I was hoping that maybe you'd let me do that. Depending on if you were on good terms or not, of course.
You can make me either a persuasion check or a intimidation check.
Persuasion. $15.
Now, do I want to do... He's gonna do...
Sorry, bro. I can cast Slayer's Prey.
You can cast Slay and Praise right now. Yeah, I was trying to...
Yeah.
say
Sorry,
that
that's what I
before.
was just looking at. I'm like, hold on a second. I'll put it in the chat so people can read it. Anyway, continue your thing.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
I could be done with two things. Two of my nemesis. Two hates of my own at once. Why let you pass? I could just kill you now.
Well, I don't think I really have a good reason to let me pass. I was just hoping on the off chance that you would.
Think again. Right, lashes out towards you to bite.
Does he have advantage? Or is
Who?
it just Vergamantha?
I wouldn't.
Versus the 24.
It's just a 24.
Belvin, at the attack, just kind of puts his grabs his shield out, puts it up towards it, clangs against the shield.
And he snarls back, just like flares out massive and mighty. And
Can we charge in?
you can charge in, but I'm just going to finish off doing the claw attacks that then follow for a 15 as you duck and dodge out of the way of that one. But a final claw comes swinging around. Does 25 hit?
25 just hits, yeah.
For a 17 slashing.
Just hits.
Yeah, just.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so your arm kind of like gives at that hit and you get pulled back. Alright, everyone, click on your tokens. Actually, yeah. Let's do the surprise round as everyone pops out.
So do initiative, right?
So pop initiative. So click on tokens, pop initiative, do surprise round.
Alrighty.
Alright. Wonderful. Good. Sending.
Actually, wait. Haste. Da-da-da. Oh, that's fine.
Okay. Top of the round.
If I'm hasted, I'm pretty quick, right?
Oh, you're incredibly quick.
If I
You're
Like,
going into
run out from
overdrive.
cover, if I run out from cover, am I still going to be hidden or have advantage, basically?
You will still have advantage, yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, I will, with the winged boots, fly straight at its head as it pulls its head back. Just go for double thunder punch.
Alright, go for it.
Actually, I can triple thunder punch.
You can. Boom, boom, boom! As you...
And I can add 2d6 to the last one, which crits.
Every time,
In thunder.
I'm still picturing like Captain Falcon, like Falcon punch.
Except,
Like, real
real
quickly-
that's really fast. Fuck bird, fuck bird.
So, by God, I need my
Falcon
calculator.
kick.
I just like a picture you just saying it once, just like thunder punch, and then he just gets hit 3 times all of a sudden. You just look like you only hit once, but it's like.
You always play that. You play a lot of those monk like punchy kind of characters. I feel.
Kind of just worked out that way because that's part of the class.
Ah, right.
Because it has a thing called Thunder Gauntlets.
15
Nice.
plus 15 plus 12 plus
Casimir is kind of the only character you played that isn't super punchy.
64.
Yet.
For 64 damage.
Oh, right, yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, 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 yeah.
And...
Dragon takes a beating.
Far out.
And that, and I'll just sort of fly around. Actually, no, I'll stay in front of it, but up in the air a bit. And I'll end my turn in defense mode.
As you go into defense mode. Let's go now to Blight.
So I had lightning arrow prepped, so I'm going to use that.
You have it cast. It takes effect.
Yeah. So does it only work if I use a multi-attack? It only works for the first attack, hey? Because it
Yeah.
just says the next time you make a ranged weapon attack.
Yes,
You'll have advantage from being hidden.
we will have advantage.
Okay, I just gotta figure out how to use this. Bam. I'll just do that. Ah, okay, that didn't do anything.
No,
So,
you have to roll
sure.
it manually.
Make
Yeah,
the
cool.
attack roll as normal, and if it hits, the target takes extra 48 lightning damage.
At advantage, the first one.
Add advantage on the first one.
Oh my god. I'll just roll again. Sorry, bro.
Just because you're coming up.
20 and 21.
So 21.
21 hit.
So 21 does hit.
Oh, sweet.
It does.
It does.
Ooh.
And then I just roll 4d8.
Probably
Yeah,
just.
roll 4d8. And
20?
you haven't said your little oath bit, so
Oh, mate.
Uh,
for an extra 20 lightning damage.
You haven't done your oath bow thing.
Yeah.
oh my god, I've forgotten the. Oh, is this the line? It's so awkward. It's like in tension at the moment.
As you send your lightning bolt,
I've fully forgotten the
4d12.
line. I can't remember it. It's like I declare
I have the
you my enemy or something.
Yeah, it says it in the item description down
Yep.
in the item section.
I'll be able to.
All right. Would you like?
Swift defeat to my enemies.
Swift defeat to my enemies.
You have to say it with the
Just
accent.
pop around the corner and say that. And then fire.
So on your next attack, you can make it not at advantage, but you'll get your 3d6 of oathbow damage.
Is it per attack or just
Okay,
once per
and
round?
how
Per
does
attack.
the Hunter's Mark work? Is that per attack as well?
So you have to cast
Sorry,
Hunter's Mark.
Slayer's
No,
Prey.
Your
Sorry,
Slayer's Prey.
Every
Every time the first attack,
Oh,
the first time each
Wait.
turn that you hit that target.
You have multi-attack, right?
Does
B had advantage, so that was only your first attack.
That was
Yeah,
only-
so this is my first attack done now.
so yep, Slayer's Prey for an extra 1 damage.
And then you're saying so the next one is not
not
next-
Slayer's Prey.
at advantage?
Not at advantage,
that's
no
gonna
Slayer's
base it
Prey, but
18.
you do get 3d6. On a 18, the arrow ding, off the scale.
So I could have had a 3d6.
Could have.
Could have, but didn't.
But you forgot. You didn't read your sheet.
Velvet,
Trying to find it.
Do I get a? I wouldn't get a surprise.
you wouldn't get surprise, so you're out of it.
No,
Minerva,
that's what I mean.
yourself.
I was totally fine with that. Like, I knew there was no way I'd be a surprise. Like,
Where's,
right there.
where's Kush, by the way?
Where is the oath bow?
I did not roll
I was going to say, wait a minute, we're one short.
Oathbow is down in your equipment. Press on the eye and it will show up with the description.
Wait, equipment. Oh, is this a new thing?
It was there when I gave it to you last week, remember?
Yeah. You could just go to the compendium and type in Oathbone.
Oh my god, I can. Yep.
Yep.
I realized I could like scroll down.
Yep.
All I'm reading was like requires attunement. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Kush doesn't really have the range to have the speed to get in close because he can't move as fast as everyone else, so he has to get to there.
He's on the ground, though. And
He's on the ground, though.
I'm like 15. Actually, how high up is its head at the moment? If it's like on all fours.
15. Its head would be like 10 feet up.
Okay, that's basically how I am.
Yeah. Next up is bang 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 bang. Minerva.
You think I am sober enough to understand what is going on? I don't.
Fighting bad dragon. Gonna kill it.
Fighting bad dragon, I guess. I don't know whether I'd be smart enough to try and run up to it. Well, I can't. What have I got? What have I got? What have I got? Oh, it's just this awkward silence as I try to go through my sheet.
So Carl says I can use advantage if I have that swift defeat to my enemies.
Well, then make another roll.
No,
If you did say it.
no, as in it's already passed. I was just letting you know that.
Okay,
It says
well,
you have advantage on the roll.
So
When you
from
make
now
a
on,
ranged attack roll with this weapon against your sworn enemy, because he becomes my sworn enemy.
yeah. So from
You have
now on,
advantage on
you
the
have
roll.
advantage on the roll. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm just letting you know.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you.
Jeez, Rob.
Whoa,
Now
that's
that he's-
freaking cool too. It literally, it can not, like you suffer no disadvantage due to long range, and your target gains no benefit from cover.
No.
Except for full cover.
Just bend arrows.
Yeah, have you seen one?
Other than total cover, yeah.
Medieval Wanted, there's like... arrows just
It's like they swing it around like this. They're like, what the?
swing around a crossbow.
Imagine
I
the dudes in the ballistas. They're just like
Throw an axe.
reefing it.
Yes, BK.
I am going to run my full movement
30.
30, and I am going to use guiding bolt
Ooh.
and then use my spiritual weapon because I am in 20 feet.
Nice.
Very nice. All right. So use that cast that guiding bolt.
Let me just. I couldn't find it. Sorry. Give me a moment.
Oh, good. So as Minerva comes
Why
rushing,
is this-
At least it's an advantage on that roll to attack it.
Which one?
all
The
of them,
advantage on the
both.
guiding bolt.
Advantage, yeah, advantage on guiding bolt.
And I'll use it as a 4th level
Noise.
because I want that damage.
Remember, it was at advantage.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'll
so-
just cast it again.
Yes, please.
I've had like a full bottle of
Yeah.
rosé at this point,
Nice. 26.
so I am so sorry.
All right, for 19 radiant damage as it goes blasting into the dragon. Tell us how guiding bolt is released.
I guess it'd be very similar to the what was it? What was the spell that helps defeat the undead?
Oh, destroy undead.
Yes, yeah, like how she releases a mini sun. I guess
Yeah.
she would just kind of lob.
Lob a small void of a small star of destruction straight into it. Yeah,
Little
Yeah.
Pokeball.
yeah. It's just like shines and goes.
I think we can be all under the assumption that her spells are very sun based.
Yeah. Okay. Make
Right,
me
as well.
also attack for your spiritual weapon.
I will, and her spiritual weapon is a battle axe.
And so technically, this attack would be advantage as well because of the guiding bolt.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
How's that work? Is it every attack or just the next attack?
No, just the next attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guiding bolt, yeah, next attack advantage because they're glowing.
Noise.
So illuminates the chest scales as the spiritual weapons come slashing and cutting through them, doing 8 points of damage. Damage. Back to the top of the round.
Kush.
The Kush comes in.
Sorry, can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
A spiritual weapon, when I cast it, that's when it uses my spell slot. Is it every time I use it
Nope.
afterwards?
Nope.
Just when
This
it's
one.
first cast.
Just an initial
Okay.
cast.
Yeah.
Cool. Because it asked me to select what level. I just wanted to make sure.
Because it does extra damage, I think, if you upcast it.
Yes.
Okay. So Kush's turn. He pulls out a small globe, a small little orb, and shoves it up towards the dragon, and is going to use his orb of dragon's breath.
Ooh, that was the cold orb, right?
Yes. Unfortunately, on an 11, it seems to have no effect on the dragon at that point. And he
Mate, if it's a
cusses.
breath, it should be a save, not an attack roll.
Yeah, but you don't make the rules here.
But what if he
Checkmate.
did?
That's fair. That's fair.
Does it freeze any of the water?
It frees some of the bog around it, but it's not super potent.
Okay.
It's nothing potent.
He didn't take a deep breath. He whiffed
On
it.
the initiative count of 20, lair
Oh, boy.
actions come into effect.
Oh no.
As the bog around the dragon begins to swell like a wave and it goes washing over. I need Kush, Minerva, and Belvin to make strength saving throws, please.
Ooh. How close is Minerva? Just on the wall of protection?
Nope.
Oh,
No. Shit.
Look, the edge of her character portrait is just in 10 feet.
Does Minerva's dress make the save?
I completely forgot about that. I'm sorry, I've been drinking so much wine. I'm not really thinking.
Oh, Belvin.
Sorry,
I
what
think
am I-
makes a save.
What save am I making?
A strength save, please.
Oh.
Okay, so on
17.
a 17, let me just check.
Oh, sorry, I didn't
What's
know.
gotta be?
Okay.
Okay, actually, it's not too bad. The only one that fails is Kush, as Minerva and Belvin both resist the wave coming up, dragging them back in. But Kush goes under the water. Just. And on the end of Kush's turn, you see Varagamatha swing his tail around for a tail sweep. So I need
At who?
towards Belvin.
Okay, so one of the effects of Thunder Gauntlets is that after I've hit something, if it attacks a creature other than me, it attacks with disadvantage.
I'll be right back.
That's
Neat.
not allowed.
So I didn't even see the crit. I didn't even see the crit. I was busy fixing up the text.
That's cool. All good.
No.
I'll just.
So yeah, on a 17, Belvin
Ooh.
is pushed back, is pushed towards Minerva 5 feet.
Wait, what?
Tail sweep went to push Belvin down onto the ground. He blocked up against it from the crit and was pushed towards Minerva, but doesn't
Oh,
impact
okay.
Minerva.
Okay, sorry, I heard mine.
Yeah.
I heard my name and I just got confused.
Ian, your move.
Alright. If that works. Still kind of janky, but you can read the Thunder Gauntlet bit.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just going to try and keep its focus and just lay into its head again with Thunder Punches at not advantage.
Under punches.
Hey, I think one hits.
Okay, so the 30 hits.
Okay, and from the Staff of Thunder and Lightning, which I've built into my gauntlets,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use the thunder attack, which it needs to make a DC 17 con save or be stunned.
Okay, con save. It's going to use a legendary resistance to succeed.
Okay, well that's fine. I'll allow it.
I will also. All right. So, anything else you want to do?
That is my turn. I haven't taken any damage, so no, I'm just going to try and stay up in its face, keep its attention.
Right. It's going to use its last 2 legendary actions to use a wing attack. So, as it beats its
a
wings,
Pokemon?
yes, as it beats on its wings and causes a massive shock of air, I need Minerva, Belvin, and Iron to make dexterity saving throws. Iron, you're at disadvantage.
I get advantage from haste, so I have a normal.
Flat roll. Belvin, dexterity saving throw.
Oh, God.
You're fine.
Wait, normal?
Normal.
So
Okay.
2 saves.
Am I allowed to use my inspiration?
You can use your inspiration.
Is that just a reroll? Is that just a reroll? I can't remember.
Yep, just a reroll.
Thank you.
And Belvin's closer now, right?
Belvin is close now, so you get Belvin's protections, which
How
adds.
am I closer? How do I get closer?
So the dragon didn't get a crit on you with its tail sweep, didn't knock you prone, but instead knocked you 5 feet towards Minerva.
Okay, did
You
I
just
take
happened to-
damage?
No, you did not.
Oh, okay, cool.
You're welcome, mate. I got you back.
Cheers, mate. I remember you saying that, and then, yeah,
Because my Thunder Gauntlets give it disadvantage on attacks against creatures other than me.
nice. So it's a +5, so that makes it 16.
Ooh. Still fail.
Yes, on a 16, it's still going to fail. So you, Minerva gets knocked prone, and you take 2d6 plus. So you're going to take 13 bludgeoning damage, Minerva.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad you gave me the full number.
Okay. The dragon then flies half of its speed away.
No.
Not this way.
I'm gonna
So you will
save
get.
my reaction to play it safe.
Okay.
Actually, when do reactions refresh? Is it on the start of my turn or the start of the turn order?
Start of the round.
Start of the
for sure.
round.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I want to try and play it safe because I know it can be dangerous.
All right, Viragamantha's turn. It's going to use its frightening presence to roar as it bellows out this in complete fear of the creatures that come around it, but realize, why aren't you being scared? Oh, fuck you all, and just spews acid out in a massive line that will also keep you in.
We're not immune to frightened.
Here we are. Hero's Feast.
Yeah, we are. Hero's
Yes,
Feast.
I thought it was just advantage on wisdom saves,
No,
but you're
no,
immune
no.
to poison.
Immune to poison
No.
and frightened
You're
and
immune
disease.
to frightened.
Yeah, right.
It's fucking good.
It's fucking good.
That's why I made sure I cast it.
It's fucking good. There's a reason why it costs 1,000 gold and a 6th
Yeah.
level spell. It's good.
After seeing Ikrim cast it, I was like, okay,
Give me those goodies.
give me them.
We ain't eating barking spells
Okay,
here.
so I need a dexterity saving throw from Iron, Belvin, and Minerva.
What is this breath?
Dexterity.
Yeah, damn it. Okay, I have advantage from haste.
Yep.
Nice.
Now I'm glad I saved my reaction because with Shieldmaster I can use my reaction to reduce the damage to 0 if I make the save.
There you go.
Same here.
How do reactions work? Do you have to save them up, or?
Yeah, you get
You
one.
only
per
get
round.
one per
One
turn.
per round.
One per round.
Ah, gotcha.
So I will do the same thing.
Okay, so you can get it to 0.
Yep.
And what is this?
Minerva gets an extra 5, so 19.
Okay. So, Brad, you actually fail.
Whoa.
On a 22.
On
Massive.
22.
Right, yeah.
Can
That mean
I? Okay, so
Belvin, you fail, and
I'm going to use. Wait, does this? Oh, no, never mind. Use my reaction. I can't do that.
Flash.
don't worry about
Never mind.
that. So, Belvin and Minerva, you both take 67 points of acid damage.
Holy.
But,
How much?
oh, acid and poison are not the same thing, are they?
Sorry, how much
Yeah.
again?
That doesn't make any sense.
67.
Yeah, it does. They're different.
Acid is a poison. I'm very drunk at the moment, and now I'm just gonna cry.
Well, acid, yeah, it's like acid and base. You wouldn't say acid and poison. Like something
Sorry, what was
acidic
the
and something-
number?
67.
We have not even been 2 rounds, and I'm already down to 30 hit points.
Jesus.
Dragon's breath for you.
I can't see anyone's health bars. Does that?
I can say mine and Belvin's.
Yeah,
I
we're
can't
too
see mine.
far into the game. I'm not changing it.
I hope you now
Come on,
understand why I hate combat.
That's the best part.
All right.
No, it's not.
At the end of Varagameth's turn, he's going to use all of his legendary
This
reactions.
Stupid dragon.
Ooh, shit. How many?
Reactions.
How many does he get?
So at the start of his
Normally 3.
Is a reaction deemed as a spell, or is it just deemed as a?
It's like an action.
GM bullshit.
It is.
Yeah, I gotcha.
You
It is
s-
in action.
and you see he vanishes.
Nice.
Okay.
But is he really gone?
Blight.
Well, Blight has
You know
the
he's
detect-
still there.
He's invisible.
Does my? I can only just have a vague idea where he is. I can't actually see him.
You can't actually see him, but you know that he's there. You know that this massive dragon is there.
It's like you sense he is there,
Mm.
like your actual sense. It's
He's
Yeah.
it's on your sonar.
pretty
Yeah.
much.
So it's exactly the same spot. It's just invisible, basically. Is the gist I got.
Sorry, I'm just reading the spell.
Invisible dragon's fucking terrifying. What the fuck? What the hell do we do?
Kill it.
Hmm.
Duh.
I don't
Great
think we'll be
plan,
able to kill it.
That
well.
attitude.
This will be
This
way
is a
things go.
30 HP attitude.
I'm
No,
gonna cast
You got big spells still. You'll be fine.
Grasping Vine,
I've used my 6th level.
Don't you have 7?
and just cast it and just sort of
Yeah.
shoot it out of the ground at an angle, and
Yeah.
where I'm sort of roughly sensing he is, and just seeing if I can grab him with that.
All right. So he's gonna make a dexterity save. Yep, dexterity
Yes.
save.
Mhm.
Against what? DC 18, I think.
16.
Rolls a 13.
Ooh.
You'll see as the dragon vanishes, a vine just wraps up and begins to twirl around something. Half of it disappears, but half of it's still there. The vine
I'm
is
gonna
up
just take
and
that.
wrapped.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take that as that's something, and then I'm just gonna fire a double oath bow right at him.
Oh shit.
With
One
my
hits.
Slayer's
Uh,
Prayer.
Oh wait,
remember,
aren't they meant to be advantage?
They're supposed to be an advantage.
but like
I thought
because
because he was
it's
invincible, it's I didn't know if
Oh,
that just
right.
But he
made
can
it.
sense it. Like I don't like. How would you deem that?
Yeah.
Like,
You know what? It's just
I
going to be
kind
a
of just
flat
assumed it as
roll.
normal.
Yeah,
okay.
that's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool. So the first one is going to hit. Hell yeah! For what is that? 19 points of
18.
damage. 19 points of
extra
damage.
three
in
Oh
total.
yeah, 19 including Slayer's
And-
Prayer.
and also your extra whatever 3d6 or something. Is it?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you mean for the? So that's already
The
that's
oath
the
bow.
back.
That's
Yeah,
for you.
That's the
Second-
6.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the
right,
6.
right.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm not using lightning arrow because I used grasping vine.
Isn't that from?
No. The 3d6 is rolled
Oh,
in
it is.
on
It's
the
already on
right.
there. Ah, gotcha.
He just rolled bad.
I think yeah. Team ones.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Charisma.
Yeah, what's the charisma throw for?
He's trying to
The
blend
D-
in.
No, the dragon loses concentration.
Hey.
What?
The dragon
How
loses
does it do that?
Okay.
concentration on
Because
its.
you hit it.
Yeah, because he hit it, and it didn't succeed.
Oh, is that actually a thing?
Yeah. Didn't succeed on,
yeah, it
its,
was all part of my plan.
on the spellcasting check. It loses its greater invisibility.
Oh shit.
Hell yeah.
In a just one swift motion like that, the dragon is just. It's got a look of genius on its face, and then it's just like, ah! You see where the arrow hits it, there is a splash of blood and acid that come out. Blight, that's all your move. That's all your turn, unless you want to move.
I'm not in a very good spot. I might just duck, like sort of back
Oh.
into this as like cover. If that makes sense.
Like behind the corner, kind of.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
can still like pop out and shoot.
Shoot and
Alright.
scoot.
Belvin, your
Shooting
turn.
and scooting.
Hell yeah, dude. Fucking nice work.
Yabby.
How are you looking?
Belvin is just gonna quickly for a second put a finger to his temple, and he's gonna communicate with Kayla.
Yep.
That should be flying close by and
Yep.
keeping in contact. To get to where I am ASAP.
Roll a d4 for me. It's going 3 rounds for her to get here.
Cool. And just gonna use my movement and me action to dash to get to that square,
Alright, you dash on up.
and then I'm gonna use a healing dice that I have.
Yeah, you can do that.
Main character privilege.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad.
Not the
Right.
best, but not the worst. It is something. And that is my turn. Woo!
Yeah.
Alright, Minerva. You do have your battle axe. It's in between Kush and Iron. And you can move it, I believe, up to 60 feet. Is that right?
I can move it 20 feet
20
from where
feet.
I am, so technically it's only 50.
Okay. Yes, still.
So even if I try, I cannot hit him. So,
You can only move 20 feet total.
oh, okay.
So
Only
you can move
the
20
initial-
up to 20 feet and attack for a bonus action.
Yeah.
So,
It's only when it's first cast is when it can
Yeah.
move to 60 feet. Yeah.
Yep.
okay.
So you're faster than it.
Yes, and
It
the
might be a
dragon.
flying weapon, but it's kind of slow.
Yeah, I'm gonna say at this point as well, the grasping vine, the dragon's been pulled down to the ground.
That doesn't matter. So shut up.
He's trying his best, alright? He'll get there eventually.
uh,
Oh, Baxi.
is it really bad that I want to say right now that I miss McCaff and my actual character because I have no idea what I'm doing here.
No, Will, no.
I want my sorcerer back. How dare you make me play this one shot?
I'm
Two shot.
sorry.
don't know how to play cleric.
It's so
Because right now the only one in pain is me.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can heal yourself.
That's not worth it.
The best way to
Yourself
be a
down like
cleric
that.
is just to go through doors, no matter what is going on.
Let's put a crusade on his ass.
Why don't you just run for the door and see what's through there?
I can't make it.
I mean, the door's kind of locked.
I couldn't even make
don't
it
know unless
if
you
I tried.
I don't know what spells you have.
Yeah, nothing I have besides, I guess, guiding bolt again.
You got high level spells, right?
Guiding bolt's 120 feet, so you can definitely do that.
That is true, but you guys underestimate how drunk I am right now.
Let's see.
I can't read any of my sheet.
You can use Firestorm.
That's what I was just looking at, so stop looking at my sheet.
I'll stop looking at your sheet.
So I can tell you you just saw me open up Firestorm.
He sees everything.
It says range of 50 feet, but it says a 10 feet cube, so I guess that's any 10 feet cube within 50 feet.
150 feet.
Yeah, so you have
One-
yeah.
Sorry.
You can cast it within 150 feet of you, but the Firestorm basically has that 50-foot limit that goes in those 10-foot squares.
You make 10-foot squares within the 150 feet. So you can make like little pockets of firestorms within that area.
Yeah.
It's like one hell of a good gambit.
I say yeah, but I don't know what you guys are saying, so. Also, I have this weird thing, box called input value that just keeps appearing on my sheet, on my map.
Oh, that means what level you're going to cast the spell at.
No, but it's like transparent. It's really weird. I can't get rid of it. I can move it around.
Does it have a drop-down menu?
No,
Has nothing?
no. I'm trying to click the X, but now the dragon is an input value.
Okay, try double-clicking on it.
That's weird. Okay, now it's gone. I'm on 30 hit points. What have I got to lose? I'll cast Firestorm.
You can also cast Healing Word on yourself as well.
As a bonus
No.
action.
As a bonus
Didn't
action.
we buy potions and stuff
No,
you could
that's
chug as
not
well?
in Minerva's. Here's the
We
thing.
do have acid resistant potions.
We do.
Oh, right, I forgot about them.
Which
We're meant to
would've
drink
helped.
those.
We were.
It would have helped a lot. But I will also tell you, it is not in Minerva's character to heal herself.
That's pretty
Completely
bad.
forgot about those potions, not gonna lie.
Damn it, that could have helped me so much if I remembered those potions.
It could still help you.
Is it an action or a bonus action to chug?
It's a bonus action to drink yourself.
Action to drink someone else or feed it to someone else.
To drink someone else?
Yeah, good in it.
Oh, that is such a terrible
That is
roll.
some bad damage.
But that is
Oh,
actually
crap.
times 5. So for every
No, I'm quitting the game. I'm no longer playing.
for every 10-foot cube you put up, it's
No.
18 points.
Well,
It could be a
think you
mass amount of
understand.
damage.
I've had a bad day, and that roll is just the epitome of it, so I'm just like quitting D&D altogether.
18 times 5 is 90 points of damage.
Don't care. That could have been better.
We've all rolled bad today.
All right.
Yeah, it's a bad session.
It's a bad session. So tell me what happened.
So
How
I suggest that we stop right now and restart next week, and hopefully we're all better. I'm also just super tired.
as the firestorm goes off, tell me how it goes. Give me the impression of a storm.
I thought I explained it last time I set off a spell. It's just the sun.
Okay, so the sun explodes and just wraps around, burns up through it. And with that, yeah, that's 90 damage, and the dragon, you see, reels from it completely. Taken aback, it doesn't look healthy at all. It is charred, it is singed. You see the membrane of its wings beginning to burn just on the edges. And it kind of reels back in intense pain, just... Very, very injured. Kush gets out of the water. Iron.
Most important part. Get out of the water.
We've got haste going. Thank fuck. And I'm gonna fly over and punch him in the face again.
Okay, before you do that, I am going to say I'm going to need a strength check from Minerva, Kush, and Belvin again.
What?
How long does your haste last?
As the water
1 minute.
swells up from the edges again.
10 rounds, but I cast it like a round early, so I guess 9.
What?
Still
So, on an initiative count of 20, the water swells
Does a
up.
cleric not have a...
Is it a check or a save?
A save.
The haste has a really bad fall off, doesn't it? Like once you
Yeah,
blow
if
them in
if
it kind of
runs out,
sucks.
If it runs out, or they break your concentration, you basically can't do anything for a turn.
Yeah.
I think you can do bonus actions.
Is it only
and
one
that's
turn?
it. Yeah, 1 turn.
Oh, okay.
1 turn's a lot though.
Yeah, I suppose.
Minerva, as this
If there's a lot of people, I guess you turn into a bit of a, like a.
You're just a target dummy.
I could have used that natural 20.
Well, you used it now, and it's good.
Yeah, so you don't get
Nah,
pulled.
I'm choking.
Well done. Sit up, sit up, sit up, sit up, please.
I
Okay,
think I'm okay.
Belvin, you are... The water takes you out from under your feet and you are pulled under the water.
No.
Goodbye, Belvin.
Kush is also sent under the water.
Goodbye.
Wait, who's got our money?
Now, Lush, you can... Actually, I'm gonna...
Lush.
No, sorry.
Who's Lush?
Don't worry.
Mixture of Luke
Light.
and Kush.
I also need... Light.
Do you sell bath bombs?
Wait.
I do actually, as I need Blight to make a bath bomb check for me on a strength
Oh.
save
Oh no.
because you're close to
Wait.
the water too.
What's a bath bomb save?
You're about
Make
to
a
find out.
strength save.
Oh, strength save. Okay.
God. Didn't realize.
Stressing me out then. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm
What,
trying to
you want
explain it. You're
con
talking
save?
over me.
Were
Who
you
does that?
stressing out because you had to make a bath bombs?
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know how
super
that
happy.
works.
I'm super happy about the bath bombs.
But what if it gets in your
Oh,
eye?
that was a shocking roll.
Yeah, it got in
And
your eye for sure.
in and under the water you go.
Dunk.
Shit.
Oh
So
no.
Is this with all the jelly? Like, is it jelly all
Yeah,
in there, or
this-
is it only on the walls and stuff?
no, it's all viscous jelly. This is the worst bath bomb you've ever been in.
Delicious.
You are playing in a swamp and you are on.
But if it's a bath bomb, it's like
Yeah.
bicarbonate soda. So
It's black dragon bath.
good,
I
good for
guess-
my skin.
Oh, or
With
is
all
it
the
like
acid.
those bath jellies?
Bath.
from,
Let's say bath jellies instead.
Gets
I
rid of all the
guess
impurities.
It's viscous. It takes a bit to get through, and also for Belvin and Blight, you are on modifiers, Constitution modifiers of rounds until you drown.
Oh shit.
What?
How long
Because
can you hold your breath?
you've been suddenly ripped underwater.
And we can't swim up to the surface, like, because of the jelly?
Not until it's your turn.
Oh, okay. And
See,
does my
it's
concentrations all stop?
No, you're still concentrating
Oh, okay.
until you take damage or die.
Oh, okay.
Now,
is.
Ian, you can have your turn.
Oh, it's my turn now.
Thank you. I'm
And
glad-
now, okay, so I flew over and gonna triple punch him in the head with a thunder punch. Lower this. That'll hit, I think. 25 will hit.
25 will hit.
24?
24 will hit.
Yeah, 2
Oh
hits.
shit.
All right. Uh, Belvin's on the water.
Who's the one without money? Is it Belvin?
Yes.
God damn it.
Without money.
With money.
No, he's got our
Oh
money.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's our employer.
We need to save him.
Yep.
Yeah, Belvin's the one that has
no.
the money.
As far as Belvin, like in terms of verticality, if I'm up near his head and Belvin's underwater,
So
What do you
using
reckon?
Pythagoras' theorem, calculate out for me.
oh,
If you were 10 feet up and he's 15 or 16 feet
Ah.
away from you,
well, actually, let's say 10. It'd be like 30 foot ish.
yep, 30.
Okay. All right, that's fine then. I won't do that. I'll just double thunder punch for 20 thunder damage.
Mhm.
And then I'm actually gonna sort of. Can I sort of try and hold on to the back of his neck as like a bonus action or something?
Yes.
It's just like sort of latch on. So if he flies away, I can like just stick with him.
You can.
Let
Yeah.
it go.
So yeah, as you're beating into him, he is not on good. You've actually knocked off half of his horn.
Oh hell yeah!
Of the left horn as you've beaten into him and dealt damage. You've knocked out teeth, his eyes are looking sore, his body's still blazing a little bit, being on fire from the instant firestorm that just
Oh,
went off.
Right. Yep.
So he's not looking good at all.
When you
That's
say
the
his
plan.
horns curl in, does it curl in kind of like the photo there, or is it curling kind of like a ram's
Exactly
horn,
like
where
the
it-
photo.
Like they
Okay.
curl out and then like around and forwards.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's fucking sick.
Alright, so that's Iron's turn.
Yep.
Iron sounds so overpowered.
Viragametha gets his legendary
I've
actions
just been
back.
punching him the whole time.
You have been.
That's all I've been
You've
doing.
been very annoying.
Well, he hasn't tried to take me out yet, really.
No. He doesn't get
I
his
guess he tried a little bit.
doesn't get his legendary action back. I mean,
Or his
his
breath.
breath back. But you see
Does
the
get his
dragon
legendary actions.
does kind of step forward, but doesn't get too far. As he then roars in pain, just like "Ah! Serpent hell!" and sends his mouth flying into the water to bite onto Belvin.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage on 17. Misses. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me just check to see something.
Can we see through the water, or is it like
No.
the jelly
And
kind
on-
of a
like-
thick,
That'll
muggy?
depend on.
Dark
Well,
brown.
it's dark.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's dark black. It's very, very viscous.
Like a
Are
jelly.
My
you
AC is
checking-
going to be
Like a
lower because
jelly.
I'm in the water.
Are you
or
checking if
something.
Belvin's like
Is
blinded?
it black
Oh.
cherry?
Yep. I was just checking if he was restrained or not. He's not restrained.
Okay.
Alright. So. La-di-da-di-da-di-da. He's then going to send.
So as he goes in for a bite, there's just sort of like this ringing from the thunder punches in his head.
Yeah, he's like.
Tells him just like, just miss.
He's going to send another claw down.
Thunder.
Check. I want
On
to see if it's
a-
all.
27.
I just
Hit
wanna
me.
see-
Is he hitting me?
Yep.
Yeah, that'll hit me.
Okay. It has disadvantage on all attacks until the start of my next turn
Okay.
against anything other than me. So I don't know what. Did it roll at disadvantage then?
It rolled at disadvantage for that one as well.
Okay.
So on a 27, it's still going to hit. Instead of dealing damage to you, Belvin, you are now considered grappled and held underwater.
Cool.
That's its turn. It's going to use a legendary action to try tail whip you off and knock you off its neck and knock you away.
Yep.
So you can contest this on a strength check.
Okay. And my armor allows me to do an intelligence check instead of a strength. That's actually part of the class feature.
There you go.
Yeah. If the armor normally has a strength no, wait, no. That's not it. Da-da-da. It is one of my infusions. Armor of magical strength. That's the one. From the armor smith. So contested athletics, is it?
You can use athletics if you want.
Okay. And that is using, well, intelligence, but
Okay, so you are going to take.
Jesus.
You're going to take 12 points of bludgeoning damage, but you are still on its neck.
Okay. And that'll come out of temp hit points.
Yep.
So 14 temp.
Yep.
Still.
And all right, now now Blight, your turn.
Can I move at all? Like, can
Uh,
I is my movement speed gone, or can I move like 5
You can
feet?
move. You can swim. You have the capacity to swim to the top of the water. It's not
Okay.
deep.
Because I'm sort of picturing my vine being sort of somewhere there,
Yeah,
which is just out of that 30 feet
Oh, right.
range.
That vine's still on it.
yeah.
Which is
Vine's
so
still. It's
fucking
not going
close.
anywhere.
Yep.
Yeah, so the vine's still on it. I'm just wondering if I can sort of swim closer, or do I just swim to the surface and that's my entire move?
No, you can swim to the surface, but you can't move anywhere. So you can still take your action and bonus action.
Fuck. Got no real way of getting to the...
Well, I'm going to say you can move 15 feet, actually.
Because my logic was I'd get the grasping vine, somehow get to within range of the grasping vine, and then get the grasping vine to grab me and pull me out of the water.
Ooh.
Okay, but you will release the dragon.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, all right.
I feel like me releasing the dragon or me dying is kind
Okay,
of...
so you release the dragon, and say for your bonus action, it comes over to you and pulls you out,
Yeah.
and you can put yourself wherever you want within 20 feet of the area.
Well, if it's there, because I kind of picture the vine being there, I'm gonna have to
pull
sort
you
of be
towards
like,
that.
yeah, I'm gonna have to go towards that.
Yeah.
So maybe there.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
bad idea, mate. Pretty good.
What's this
That's
thing?
me
Is
a
that
bit
just a
right.
pillar?
That's just a pillar.
Okay. Yeah, that'll do. That's
You
that'll
can take cover behind it.
true. Actually, I'll do that.
Okay.
Better than stand in front of it.
So,
Thanks, Cow.
make your attack roll.
Me?
Yeah, because you still have your
Your
action
attack-
left.
Your action still.
Oh, I was deeming the everything else as my attack.
bonus. Vine's a bonus action.
Mine's a bonus action.
I meant because of my movement and stuff. I didn't know if that played.
Movement's part of your movement.
I don't know why. In my head, I'm just like, this takes way longer than 6 seconds, so it must be.
It's a really quick vine, alright?
It's a
Yeah.
really quick vine. It's magic.
Vines are only 7 seconds, aren't they?
Hello, Calamity. I'm sorry. It's been so long that I've actually looked at the chat. So, what do you want to do?
Yeah, I'll fire me bow.
One more, mate.
Do I still get the double?
Yep. Whenever you make an attack action, you get multi-attack.
Okay,
But you only do
I
you get the
dig it.
damage twice?
You only get the
Yeah.
damage once.
Okay.
are you sure?
Ooh, I'm not now. I'm checking.
Same.
I believe it's only once.
Well,
Actually,
when you
no.
when you make a range attack roll against just one enemy, you have advantage. In addition, no, you get 3d6 on a hit, and you get advantage on
Yep, there you go.
every attack.
So bang and bang. So I don't, unless you want to
Okay,
try, roll for a crit.
Sure.
Let's roll 2 more.
Nah. There you go. Just 2 hits.
All right. So
So-
first low damage, 10 plus
24,
14.
30, 50 damage.
Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad.
All right, 50 damage, and
But he's released, which is kind of the
and
downside.
You still got the vine though.
Yeah. I'm just gonna put like a little paint mark or something there, just so I can.
Little squiggle.
Yeah, a little squiggle.
A squiggle.
Mr.
Oop,
Squiggle.
don't worry about that.
Black. Black.
So he's going to use a.
Oh.
That is trash. How do I delete that?
You can't.
Ah,
It's there
Can't
forever
delete
now.
that.
thank God.
Nah.
He's then going to use two legendary actions. So the rest of his legendary actions to use his wing attack. But no one is truly in range of it, and Belvin's underwater. But it does give him the ability to move through the water, to fly. So he's going to, while also holding Belvin under the water,
In his mouth, right?
in his claw,
And his claw.
Oh, okay.
he's going to
I
move.
thought he'd be like a fish. Just flapping about.
Well, yeah.
Dragon's mouth.
No, he missed me with his mouth.
I wish I got you with his mouth.
Damn it.
He's just going in for a kiss.
So Belvin, you are still held
He
underwater
just wants to hold your
in
hand.
his paw.
And am I
Cool.
still on his neck?
You are still on his neck.
Haha.
Actually, you can.
Yeehaw!
You can make a. Actually, you can make a. You can make a dexterity saving throw then. Actually,
You shouldn't have mentioned that.
I have advantage from haste still?
you have advantage from haste still.
Okay, cool. 18?
On an 18, unfortunately, that fails. So you take 2d6
Oh, what was this for?
for
Is
the,
that the wing?
for the wings. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
So you would be still, but it's the air current that still gets created. So
Okay.
you would be originally you'd be back over in this area by the ziggurat, then it would move.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so I fall over.
So
How
you
much
would-
can you? How far-
2d6? You said?
So yeah, so you are going to take what's that? You take 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Wait, that's more than 2d6.
He's got a modifier to it.
That bastard. 0, 10. What was it, 15?
15.
Okay. 2d. 5. Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Did that go down? Yeah. No, it didn't.
Belvin, you are underwater. You have what? 4 rounds? You have 3 rounds left of there. At
Shit.
this point, you are not feeling this. You can't feel the bottom of you can't feel the bottom of the bog. It's just water beneath you.
Cool. Can I attempt to break out of the grapple?
Yes, contested strength check or athletics.
Oh my. Come on, Belvin.
How could you?
Yeah.
With
I could have done athletics, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna beat you with just my strength.
with excessive physical force, you burst out of this dragon's palm underwater, and you still have your actions. Because that only counts as one.
One attack.
One attack
Is-
to break
okay.
out of a grapple.
All right. Well, he'll break out, and then he'll finally unsheath his blade, and then go for attack at the claw that just let go of him.
Alright, make an attack roll.
As a bonus action, as my channel divinity, I'm going to use Legendary Strike. He's just going to close his eyes for a quick second. It's like, Helm, guide my strikes.
Okay.
And so that's that one.
Nope.
And just take attack. Which is a 19.
Oh! I fucking knew it. As soon as I was like, wait a minute. Pretty sure 33.
Ah.
And you know what that means? Divine Smite,
It's
bitch.
crit time.
Level, third level as well.
That's 48
And also my
plus
crit
32.
And plus my improved divine smite. You don't get the extra radiant though because it's not undead.
So plus your crit,
plus your crit,
which would be 8 plus 32 plus 8. So plus an extra 48. Oof.
So what's that? That's
How's the dragon feel?
So, well,
Everything is awesome.
everything is awesome. How do you want to do it?
Ooh.
Are you serious?
I'm.
What? What?
How do you want to do it?
Oh, okay. I thought you were just.
I'm not joking. That's
Okay. Okay. Well, at the same time, then, it's gonna be something very similar. You guys just see bright, shining light just underneath the water, and as he placed his hand on his sword, as he said to helm guide his blades, his sword again just grows a golden blade that stretches out through the water, and you just see a golden blade slash through, and then just an explosion of radiant energy just from the bog.
This looks familiar.
and from that explosion, you see that the dragon reels back. As the explosion goes off, the blade comes up and it's just. And the dragon just slumps to a massive burst of bog water flying into the air as its wings then fall down, and dragon begins to submerge, but then floats, as you can see its spine and its head, its eyes whimpering, not whimpering, but its eyes closing as Belvin surfaces.
Belvin just kind of treading through the water, and he's just gonna look over at Ragamuth. He's like, sorry it had to be this way. And he's just gonna swim his way back.
In his armor, just like.
Yep. He's gonna pretty much.
It's just hands.
He could use his shield as like a.
Iron would fly over and
Like a
like
floaty?
give him a hand, and it could literally just like pick him up and like fly him to the shore.
You do so, you can definitely pull him up to the shore.
And then I'd go and grab
Thank you, Iron.
Kush, and because I think Kush is the only guy that's underwater now.
In that time, Kush is able to swim out. And with that, you
then
all compile around the.
I'd go and confirm that Vragamantha is indeed dead,
You can.
just to be safe. Fucking. The target has been
You then begin.
terminated.
I am.
You check for a pulse. Is that how you do it?
That's how I check for a pulse.
I'm gonna
No
use-
blood.
Minerva is going to use mass cure wounds once everyone is back with her.
Ooh.
On the dragon.
No.
Round 2, boys.
Resurrection.
But on everyone.
Nice.
Oh, she.
Yes.
What level did you cast that at?
Just regular.
Okay.
Level 4.
Regular level.
Fifth.
Fifth. Okay.
Fifth?
Is it fifth?
Let's see.
I don't know. No, I think it was 4.
Mass cure wounds is
Give me-
5th level. Yep, you're
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
I was going to say.
So you also get, because of it's a healing spell, you also get an additional HP to the number of the spell level.
So it'd be
An
5
extra
more.
5.
So you get an extra 5 HP on top of that.
Sweet.
So it is.
I'm at full health. It's
29.
fine.
Yeah.
Life cleric.
Yeah, same.
Cleric.
I took 13 damage to my actual HP. That
I know, but
I took nothing.
you did.
I took everything.
Yeah, you did. You tanked it with your face.
Did
Face
well.
tank.
What did I do?
like, hit me.
I did
I
69
could take it.
plus 13.
She's Drax from Avengers, where it's
Wait,
like,
say
dude, I can take it.
say that again, Mark.
It's a fucking cannon.
I took 60 something plus 13.
67.
Yeah, 67 plus
67
So you-
plus 13.
So we
So
were
you
taking
took
80
80.
total.
Yeah.
But you had the highest damage output of everyone tonight with 90 points.
I know, but it could have been better.
It could have been better.
You literally were the glass cannon.
Typical casters.
But I mean, like,
Cleric!
that
Yeah, but
19,
sorcerers,
though.
wizards, they're all the same. There's like,
Come on, guys. That 19, though.
A 19. That's,
fucking.
again, that's just luck. That's just,
Mate, that's just Belvin just finally being who he's meant to be.
I was fucking lucky as well. I think I passed all my saves.
Dude, you rolled like 4 nat 20s tonight on like
Yeah.
saves.
Yep. I was just like, nope.
Like,
Yeah.
checks.
Blocked.
okay, so as
Belvin-
the
Minerva was definitely like me and definitely on some type of alcohol throughout this whole fight.
well, you
Like,
did
where
say
are
she
we?
was drinking on the way here, so.
Yes.
Alright. Belvin's just gonna kind of shake him off a bit, himself off, a bit drenched, wash his hair out of his face. He's like, I thank you all for aiding me in this. I'm glad to see no one was gravely injured. And he'll walk over to Minerva and how much HP do you have till full?
Oh, give me a moment.
51, I believe.
I can't see.
Might be that.
If she took 80 and she healed 29.
I am on 59 and my full HP is 108.
Okay, so
49.
Belvin's gonna heal you the 49 HP
Wow.
with his lay on hands.
Wow.
but he's basically spent for the day.
No, I still have some left.
For
Like
yourself,
how much? Like 5?
I got 65 all up, so
Yeah,
you get 5 per paladin level, right?
that's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
and then Belvin is just like, all right, I'm gonna do what I came here to do. He's gonna start making his way to the doors.
as you make your way to the doors,
We'd walk over there, and then Ina just freeze for 6 seconds when haste wears off, and then keep walking.
Iron just shuts down for a second.
We all just look at him and we're just like, "You okay?"
You just, but like I picture with you haste, like you know how when like machines go really fast, they get like red hot.
You
Yeah,
know,
Like,
that's what I was
seeing
picturing
it,
him, like,
quickly
That's what I mean.
moving.
He gets real red hot in like his joint or something while he's hasted, and then when he's not, it just goes. Just imagine, just it all stops, and then he just steams
So
for like 6 seconds.
you get upon these gates. Belvin, you close your eyes and you feel like you are back in that cold, deep, dark space of an endless bog surrounded in darkness and still water. These draconic gates stand before you, and you can feel the malice coming, aura of malice coming from both the doors, whatever lies beyond it, and yourself as well. You know the scale-like construction of the doors all kind of fold down one after the other before it opens. I would like you to make a charisma saving throw.
I'm gonna use my human determination and roll it at advantage.
All right.
dirty.
And with-
Pretty good.
So, tell me, what happens as Belvin, you feel this dread, this hatred come out towards you? Give me a steal.
Being hit by it is like feeling that he's had to kind of overcome on himself, within himself, for so long now. But knowing that it's only coming from outside, not from inside himself. he just pushes on with determination, being like, "This isn't in me now. This is something I can get rid of out here."
And as you open your eyes, that darkness of the pitch dark black lake is no longer surrounding you, but your companions, the ruins, and the doors, the scales on them, and begin to swing open, revealing a dark, deep, dank tunnel that leads down into the bog's earth below. You can see the walls chamber are burnt from acid into a descending slope deep into the darkness beyond dark vision. You can hear that the walls trickle with moisture and roots.
Well, firstly, Belvin will light a torch because he doesn't have dark vision. And he will go into where he feels he needs to go.
Okay, as everyone begins to follow him down the descending steep slope, it's rough. There are there's vines and roots that stick out along the sides and around the floor. Though the ground is incredibly slippery. Everyone can make a dexterity saving throw.
Whoa.
If everybody's close to me.
Yay.
We'll try to make it, but I'm hiccuping so much right now.
I can roll it for you if you want.
How much extra do we get with Belvin being close?
+5.
18.
I feel like I'm in the Disney movie. You know how in Disney movies they always like hiccup when they're drunk?
Oh no. Okay, and with that we all succeed, and you all slowly make your way down into the depths of what seems to be a underground acid lake.
That looks cool.
I had to make iron a little bit white.
Oh,
You could see.
so you can actually see him.
So
Yeah.
you can see.
You see
Camouflaged.
the centerpiece of this chamber is a huge pool of acid where a giant dragon skull sits towards its entrance. Towards the entrance. The remains have melted over the years from the acid. There is a ledge to the side and a couple of other acidic pools, all bubbling and boiling.
Alrighty. So Belvin's gonna go and place the shield and the sword next to the skull or in the pool. He's gonna just do this by feel. Like, what does he feel like it needs to be in with the other remains, which will be in the pool, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
You get
So that's what he'll do.
Yeah, you get a sensation that's where the rest of it's going as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
As you approach the acid lake, you can see your reflection is that of your dragonborn form. You shake your eyes in disbelief and see yourself again.
That will never be me again.
Okay, so as you place the shield and the sword on the acidic surface, laying the blade across the face of the shield, and you set it adrift into the bubbling pool, it floats to the middle before beginning to sink into the depths below. This ancient bile, you can see, deconstructs first the minerals used in the forge to create it into weapons. Then the remains of Black Razor's form splinters, flaking away from the weapon, and begin to disintegrate as it smolds under the surface, with a draconic exhale. Make me a charisma saving throw.
$26.
26. As you have yet to pull, as you are holding a torch still, there is a pull from your chest, something deep inside you. As you can see, a dark purple energy escapes, similar to the yellow floating lights up above. This deep purple floats out. It looks like the reflection of water, the light on water. As it then drifts first, it tenses, becomes volatile, zigzags, and then dashes towards the exhale of draconic, to where Black Razor's remains once were are sinking in. As it gets above, it swirls and shoots down to the remains. And there's then a rattle that then goes across the chamber. The acid becomes volatile. The entire pool begins to bubble. You can then see something whip out of the water. A huge hooked-tailed claw as something's forming around it. Those flaking fragments of Black Razor, the blade, forming in and around it. Something shifting. There's spiked plates emerging out of the water. As you've exiled the influence of Black Razor out of you, however, its greed, hate, and malice takes form into that of something that's been haunting you since the days of Shelf. As rising out of the water, the hateful draconic form of Black Razor Belvin snarls and grows as it absorbs this acid lake around it. You can also see that the skull of the dragon is beginning to break apart, flake off and break, and begin to float out towards this skeleton that's slowly becoming more armored with each and every part, as the skull deconstructs. As you were in shock of that for a moment, it happens incredibly quick. The tail then lashes out as it hums out towards you. You can make a... Actually, you don't get any check.
Acro.
As you can see, a draconic, fiendish form. 25 hit?
Just hits.
Just hits. And instead of doing damage to you, it's going to lash around your throat and around your shoulders and restrain you and hold you up. The rest of you see this huge humanoid draconic form holding Belvin up as it stands floating like Jesus on top of this acid pool. Eyes of purple shine out from this draconic-like helm as its horns poke over the top and around the side of its head and roar.
Fucking Jesus.
Jesus.
Massive arms and claws roar in malice against Belvin. And that's where we're going to end our session.
But this was only supposed to be a 2-part.
I know.
That's a 3-part.
That's not a one-shot.
Plot twist.
You just round
I
up.
mean, I'm ready to finish it tonight if we need to.
Too drunk to keep going.
Too drunk. I'm very
Let's wrap it
tired.
up.
Okay.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Carl's already taken a beating
Sorry,
tonight.
Brad.
Oh, he did cop a bit of a wall.
I got destroyed. Have you ever seen an ancient dragon go down so quickly? I have.
We rolled really good.
You destroyed.
Well, the thing is, Mon and Luke are the only ones that. Oh no, actually no. Everyone hit it except for Belvin right at the end.
Belvin did a lot of damage
Yeah,
though in one
Kill
hit.
stealer.
I mean, I probably did more
I
than.
got one crit. I did a lot of damage. It was like little hits. You just did one huge hit.
Well, I mean, like I didn't plan on that, but
Yeah,
was nice
okay.
to-
Missed
Yeah,
your
but
critical.
it's so nice that fate was just on your side.
yeah, exactly. It was just meant to be. Like
Yeah.
I just happened to be
Oh,
like, you know
19.
what? I need that legendary strike just in case.
So
Um,
you can place yourselves wherever you want, but I hope you all had fun tonight. Kicking the shit out of an ancient black
Did
dragon.
feel good. I'm a little bit mad that I didn't get to do it as Casimir, but it's fine. I'll live with it.
Yeah, there is something weird about doing it as a character that's
But
not
it's fine.
like.
It was fun just punching the shit out of that
Right.
guy. He was a dick.
God, if
It's
that
kind of weird fighting him and not having the same emotional connection as the rest of the party does.
Well, there was plenty of connection with his face.
Yes, there was.
by God, Varagamatha was going to keep his head underwater if he hit with that first bite. It was just going to eat Belvin underwater, basically.
I'm gonna be brutally honest. I've watched the majority of the campaign. I don't remember who the fuck Varagamantha is.
He's the one that sent us to
The
I'm
wait, the
mines.
place.
The mines of Moria.
Yeah, and then the place that we met Macat.
Yeah, but I don't remember that part. I'm also hiccuping
And
right now, which
We're supposed to
was
take a gem to him. We found, but we bamboozled him and kept the gem
You did.
because it was Sandstorm's crown gem,
Yeah.
or one of them.
And it
He
ended
got
up
real
just.
mad. and
That's
we
right. It
didn't
ended
go
up just
back.
going onto the crown.
Yeah.
And like
And
we
we're
were
just
like,
like, "Alright,
oh,
let's get
what
the
do we
fuck
do now?
outta here."
Like, yeah, so it's
Because we
like,
gave him a fake. Casimir made a fake. We're like, let's get the
I-
fuck out before he
I
realizes.
do remember that part.
Well,
Granted,
That's why he hates us, because
bamboozled a lot of people.
well, thank you everyone for sticking around tonight. Thank you so much, Calamity. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the show. Wonderful work, seriously, done by all of you tonight. Like, I have never high level characters. Just
that's only level 14.
we were really lucky as well, though. To be
oh
fair.
yeah, you all had some incredible.
Our rolls were real high.
Like, it only got one.
I crit a lot of times.
It only got its one big thing off once,
Yep.
and then its plan B was just
Oh, yeah, I'm out of here.
thwarted. It was just
Because its invisibility like got taken off straight away.
Yeah,
that would have
it's-
been huge.
it's greater invisibility.
That would have been massive.
Yeah, that would have been
Clutch play, Rob.
clutch.
Yeah, all part of the plan, you know.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
I've dealt with these kind of
This
before.
ain't my first swamp rodeo.
anyway, we'll be back next week with the finale of a Belvin side story next week.
Maybe
Maybe.
on my
Oh
on
right.
my
Yeah,
front.
Because
On your that's all good on your front.
Unfortunately, my work is sending me to Melbourne, so
So we may or may not have a Minerva. We can have Minerva focusing on the hallowed spell.
getting drunk. Yes.
Or getting drunk. Yes. Definitely yes.
don't drink the acid.
Don't drink the acid.
It's not good for you.
So
I
until
know, my great make great shots.
Yeah, sure. Would. So until next time, friends, foes, and familiars, keep rolling 20s. We're dragons and cats. We are out. Goodbye.